Alright, so welcome everyone. Well, this is going to be our last lesson, and with that, we're going to finish up with our course. So, first of all, I would like to take you with the important settings of the compostings, since I always have to say that this will, generally depend up to you in what way you want to take that thing, because many of the time people prefer their own composting packages. So, I just want to show you with a very straightforward and the clear idea that I've got here. Let me just gonna play the timeline. And here you can see that obviously we're going to have some different colors from the video which showed to you, which is basically the final render. Here you can see that I have got all the BG elements here. This is the whole BG is basically the CG, and I have used some passes, some layers, lighting settings, and of course to take care of the best I can do to achieve the reality. So I would like to focus here only the passes I have used for bringing my CG elements inside the this particular image that I've got again from the CG environment, of course. So we're going to learn the important steps. First of all, I'd like to take you towards the particles, the important particles, which in this case I can see that because the visibility is quite going to be less visible to me, of course. So what I can do is that let me just switch off the new dust here. The new dust is basically the layer uh, for the fluids, and again I would like to take you to the particle sections. So yes, of course, here you can see that I have basically got two things for the particles. There is basically one particle layer, but I have given some Gaussian blur for it to again give a feel of a soft dust. I thought that in a reaction like this there will gonna be three elements. Well, let me just take that thing. First of all, let me just switch off the visible particles, and here you can see, guys, if we're gonna play the timeline, you can see for the initial start, you can say, let me just play the one, sorry. Here you can see that I have got a soft dust. This is really going to be important for me. What I have did is that very simple process. From the layer of particles, I have just provided up with some intelligent CC toner color correction values to support the lighting and the environment conditions, and then finally put some Gaussian blur over it so that I can get some this kind of motion, which is really going to be important for me. Okay, I thought once not to include that one, but when I just experimented, I think so that would really going to be something which is very good, I should say. So I should ask you guys that if you wanna do some more realism, I should say you should give a try to this one also. And now followed by the sag particles, I should say. Now let me just switch that off and play the timeline once again. So here you can see that now the really important stuff is that the color and the mixing of our particles with the background. Okay, so for that again I have given with some CC toner as well as a Gaussian blur, a little bit of the Gaussian blur to mix my particle with the background, again followed by the fluid dust, which is in this case the soul of our course. And you can see I have again given some nice settings of the CC toners to match with the background. I just want to leave that thing up to you guys, because it's up to your wish what kind of a dust you're looking for and in what exactly way you want to go for it. So that will be purely your artistic decision. Alright, and finally by adjusting all the things, each and every layer, and this really very straightforward thing, there is nothing going to be very complicated stuff inside the composting. By doing all of the stuffs, by setting all those parameters and all, I finally came with this as my output, and I guess it's pretty cool. I mean, that this very soft sunlight, or you can say faded light, I have added in fact inside the composting. I haven't gone with any Maya render layers for that because I know that calculating the lighting for the fluids is really going to be very costly. But if I can do that thing with the fluids, sorry, in the composting packages, and I can see that I'm getting pretty much good results, why should I need to go for the render inside the Maya? This suggestion was also, made by one of my friend Mark, who actually suggested me to go for that kind of a background and to introduce a different contrasting mood inside the background. So I guess I really would like to thank him for that also. So this is all, you can say, our course, and it was very, very interesting. So see you, bye bye, take care of yourself, and see you soon.